What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Cleveland Sports Unfiltered. So, the Browns draft is officially over. Andrew Berry cooked. He cooked. He absolutely cooked in the draft. He started in free agency by reconstructing the line. This all started when they fired Kevin and they went in a new direction, the head coach. And Andrew Berry told us that there will be a substantial amount of turnover, especially on the offensive side of the football, which there was. There was a lot of turnover. He redid the entire offensive line, and we got a new coaching staff, we got a new also offensive line. Not only not he took a wrecking ball to the offensive line and ditto to the receiver room. Took a wrecking ball to that too. Took dynamite to it. Blew it up. You know, all the good phrases you want to use to describe what he did to the offensive line room and the receiver room, he did. And he also shook up the landscape at quarterback. Not really, but in some people's mind, he shook up the landscape, I guess, but taking Taylor Green, but I don't really see it as much. And as what he told us is a developmental prospect that's going to be fourth, and I probably he will be fourth on the depth chart at all times. Won't climb any much higher. Now I know everybody who loves Shador and absolutely can't stand the ground Dylan walks on expect us to trade Dylan, but eh, I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. He does fit the profile that Todd Monken does like. And for some reason, I've been seeing, oh, I seen a post on Instagram. I'm not gonna name the page because I totally forgot the page, but I seen a post where Andrew Berry drafted a quarterback, and it was who gets cut. Well, there's Shador, we know not gonna happen. Probably starter, and then more than likely starter of the team. So he's not going anywhere, obviously. But you know, we drafted Dylan in the third round, and then and we just got a developmental project quarterback. That just leaves one. Bro, if y'all motherfuckers think they're going to trade Deshaun Watson, just get over it. It's not fucking happening. He's going to be next year's post June 1st cut. That's it. That's all. You're going to have to live with seeing his face, hearing his name on the roster all year. You guys just really need to get over whatever your personal feelings is of him, and especially when it comes to the Browns, just get over it. He's going to be on the team. He's going to be on the team. He's obviously taken the second reps. Well, the way Todd has did it, Shador went first, and then Deshaun on the 11-11s went first, then Shador. So he's obviously alternating, but he's obviously at worst is the backup. Some of you guys just have to accept that, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. It's not about it. Yeah, it's not about what we want. What we want most of the time, they don't give a shit about, especially when it's on field related. If Todd Monken thinks Deshaun can help them win, Deshaun is going to be on this roster no matter fan outrage. Does not matter at all. He's going to be on this roster. And not just fan outrage, obviously contract obligations determines he's going to be on this roster. And it doesn't determine that he has the shot to win, but it definitely determines he's going to be on this roster. So I just want some of you guys to really just calm down, get over it. He's going to be gone after 1 year. I know some of you guys personally don't like him for the off the field accusations. That's fine. You guys are entitled to your opinion just like everybody else is. And, I don't want anybody to be mean to anybody about how they feel about Deshaun Watson's off the field problems. But as far as on the field and contract wise, guys, he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. At worst, he's gonna be the backup. So we just got to get over it. Stop fighting it. It's gonna happen. But I round back to what we originally talked about and what this video was made about. You know, the heavy investment in receiver. I mean, not receiver, tackles, not tackles. The entire line. The heavy investment on the offensive side of the football. Andrew Berry told us at the owners meeting a significant amount of resources is going to go to the offensive side of the ball. He accomplished that. He accomplished that and then some. I was fine with KC and then, maybe not drafting, maybe going out of signing a veteran receiver like a Debo Samuel. But you double down on receiver. Your first pick in the second round was Denzel Boston. Phenomenal. I love it. He was my favorite pick of the draft so far. And I think he can have like maybe a Harold Fannin type year, but I know he's definitely going to be used in the red zone. I've discussed him. I think he's going to be obviously the red zone target. I think he's going to be whoever starts favorite target. He's going to be their favorite target. KC, he's going to be the big play guy. Him and Isaiah, between him and Isaiah, they're going to split the big plays, deep balls down the field, while you got your tactician, route runner, and Jerry Jeudy, and Harold Fannin, not saying he's a tactician, route runner, but you got your tactician, route runner, and then you also have your bell cow tight end working the intermediates in the middle of the fields and the sidelines, along with Boston working the sidelines and, working to go and get on ball and the 50-50 contested catch it guy. So, Andrew Berry covered everything a quarterback would need to succeed. Got a line, what Andrew Berry at least thinks that we have a guy that solidifies left tackle for the next 5 to 15 years to come. So we have everything we need. I say all of that to parse this out to this. And I want all of you guys to hear me, especially the rabid Sanders crowd. I want you guys to hear me now and hear me loud and hear me clearly. There, and I mean there, especially me, I don't know about any other creators. Me personally, I'm just some nobody in the chair. But this year, there is no excuse for whoever starts. Whoever starts, I want to parse by saying this is to whoever starts. But this year, to whoever starts, there is no excuses for you not to be good. Now I'm going to keep it this because I was going to say, this is more for the Shador crowd. But if Deshaun starts too, this is for him too. But especially for the Shador crowd. This is really, pertaining to you guys. There's no excuse for him not to be good. No excuse. You can't use oh, man, Kevin doesn't like him. Kevin didn't give him any reps. Well, Kevin is gone. You got a new head coach that, from what y'all told me and what everybody told me and what the internet has told me, loves Shador. I believe it. Y'all told me that, and I listen to the way Todd talks about him. He does love him. He does love him. You look back, he's loved him since, tried to recruit him in Georgia. Tried to recruit him to Georgia. So, Todd loves him. That's one excuse y'all had last year. Cool. I thought it was a little bit of BS, but I let y'all have it. Cool. Not trying to hear that this year at all. I'm not trying to hear coaches sabotage because the coach hates him. The coach can't say his name. I'm not trying to hear any of that coach talk this year. Don't want to hear it. Not going to have time for it. Not going to have time for it. Don't want to hear, oh, man, Shador didn't have a line. Bullshit. He has a line now. Not just a line or, trickles of a few pieces here and there. No, Andrew Berry redid the entire offensive line and backups. I don't want to hear it about line this year. I don't want to hear it. He addressed the line, and I don't want to hear, oh man, well, he didn't have any receivers to throw the ball to. New look receiver core. Got Jerry Jeudy, Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Harold Fannin Jr., and you can also still incorporate Dylan Sampson into the pass game, which I think Todd Monken is going to do exceptionally well with Dylan Sampson, which I think that Kevin, didn't quite get to do well last year, amongst a lot. But don't want to hear receiver either. You guys have no excuses this year. I don't want to hear it. And I know I said I don't want to hear it. You guys are still going to come up with excuses. And in every post or anything like that, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to tell y'all, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Have no excuse. He has no excuse not to be good this year. Has no excuse. Now, do I think he's going to be good after the draft? Absolutely. You got him a line. You got him some receivers. You got what he thrives at well, the throwing the 50-50 ball and his ability to layer the ball over the defense, and you gave him a 6'4". What's his name? Boston 6'4". He's 6'4". A 6'4", contested ball catcher with great hands. And you gave him somebody that's electric with the ball in his hands, and a guy who can run almost every route in the route tree. He can. KC can. He can run almost every route in the route tree. He's a speedster. And we saw punt and kick returner with him. No more Gage Larvidan, like I said in my last video. No more Gage Larvidan and fair catching it and, our hearts beating out of our chest hoping he don't fumble. But, he has the deep ball guy. He has two deep ball guys in KC and Isaiah Bond from last year, because he had a good connection with Isaiah, and I think he's going to continue to build upon that. But again, like I said, this applies to Watson too. You ain't off the hook. But this is more for the guy who it makes sense if he starts. I'm not going to get into all of that, but again, it makes sense if he starts. But also, if Deshaun starts and he plays well, we can't ignore an extension. We're going to hate it? Probably. Absolutely, everybody's going to hate it because they're going to want the younger guy, Shedeur, to play. But if Deshaun comes out and look like 2020 or some semblance of 2020 Watson, then can't deny it. And also, y'all will get the video of me ripping Kevin. I won't do it until that happens, if it happens. But, if these quarterback comes out and plays well, which they should, like I said, there's no excuse for anybody who starts. There's no excuse for you not to play good at all. The Kevin factor's gone. The lack of offensive line factor, gone. Got a new line. Now, and hold on, before I give my thoughts on that, what I was going to say, the Kevin factor's gone. The lack of O-line factor, it's gone. The lack of receiver help factor, gone. All of it solved. All of it is solved. Now, I'm stating this early, and I'm going to always reference this video. I won't really critique the offense until about week 5 to 6, because I do think the offense is going to come out a little slow out the gates. I don't think it's going to be clicking off the bat, right out the bat, off the gate. And I know fans are going to panic. Some of you guys are going to panic about it. I'm not going to panic about it. And I really try to urge some of you guys to be patient with the offense. It's a new offense. It's a new offensive system. It's a brand new offensive line. None of these guys ever in their lives play with each other on the same line. New receiving core guy, the quarterbacks, whoever starts, the quarterback has to learn how this receiver breaks this route. The receiver has to know when the quarterback expects you to break the route and turn your head and expect the ball. All of that good stuff that goes into chemistry, it's gonna take a while. It really is. It's gonna take a while to get down and get to used to each other. So which is why I won't be critiquing them until about week 5 to 6. That should be more than enough time to really, you know, get the offense jump started and get to up speed with each other, because that'll be a long time with practicing with each other, getting to know each other's tendencies, get to know what guys do and don't like, what especially on the receiver quarterback relationship side. Know where you want the ball, how you like the ball, and where the quarterback expects you to be on certain plays, especially when one of the two quarterbacks is scrambling, where they expect, hey, I expected you to go upfield and you cut in, or you came back to the ball. I expected you, because you had the safety going with like a KC and Boston. I expected you to come back to the ball. Stuff like that. That good shit is the stuff I expect to take a while to get adjusted to. And same with the line, pass blocking is its own thing. I'm not a offensive line aficionado at all. I'm not even going to proclaim to be, but everything is going to take time. And like I said, I'm not going to critique anything until like week 6. Then, I urge you guys to do it. Some of you guys are going to continue to do it anyways, regardless. But, just give the offense some time to click and gel, and don't judge it right off the bat, because we may go 3-and-out on the first drive, or, don't have too much success within the first game, first 2-3 weeks. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, whichever quarterback starts, you got no excuse not to play well. You got no excuse. But I personally do think, again, if Deshaun comes out and proves me wrong, I am always willing to make a video saying that Deshaun proved me and everybody else wrong about him. But until that happens to Shador, and I know you're going to do well, but there's no excuse. No excuse not to play well. All the factors that everybody claimed that was there, it's gone. You guys have no excuse. Some of you sycophant fans will continue to make some, but to the honest ones, I know you're not going to make it, and I know some of you may agree with it. There's no excuse this year for it. Any of these, let alone Shador, any of these quarterbacks not to succeed. There's no excuse at all, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Some lame dude in the chair. But that's all I got to say about that. Uh, I get you guys to hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. It does wonders for me. It's absolutely free to you guys, and we can continue to get this content out to a broader audience. But like my grandmother always says, you guys ain't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. And until next time, peace.